I was scrolling on my TikTok page and I came across a video talking about the Oxford study.
Asian women disproportionately go for white guys.
Yeah, tall white guy, mediocre, but I'm not mediocre.
Yeah, I was like,
you're a Trojan.
It's just like a stereotypical thing. It's not a real study. It's just like a funny brain rot TikTok term that anytime people see like a hot Asian girl with like an unattractive white guy, then the comments are like, Oxford study, of course he pulled her Asian. And it's just like some incel behavior. But
do you notice that?
in Asia, it's far worse. Like there, it's like actually femcel behavior type shit. They're like, I don't like Asian guys. They're just like too feminine. I only like white men. In America, like you have just, you're American, he's American, you just happen to look different, right? You're the same culture.
Right.
Over there, it's like a fetishization of white
different.
people.
I wonder if it's white people as a skin or just a different culture than what they're used to.
White people as a skin.
Really?
They don't give a fuck about the culture, man. They're like tall, beard, blue eyes. They want that shit, you know?
Wow.
Essentially, the discussion is talking about Asian women, particularly Asian women, preferring white men, right? And as you go deeper into the rabbit hole, you see that a lot of it has to do with kind of media portrayal of Asian guys, you know, always making them seem like they're less masculine, or it's almost as if in media that they're even trying to delete any form of sexual attraction that any woman would have towards an Asian, just by the way they portray them, right?
Mr. Schneebly?
Yeah? Hey, what's up?
I don't think I should be in the band.
Why not?
I'm not cool enough. People in bands are cool. I'm not cool.
Asian male characters in film and TV have long been sidelined, emasculated, and denied the chance to have romantic or sexual relationships. That's when they're not openly mocked.
You promised not to be angry. I might let you take those pictures we mentioned.
When?
Sometime.
Anytime.
In an inverse of the trend of fetishizing Asian women through the lotus blossom trope, Asian men are consistently desexualized on screen. And this has directly led to the damaging widespread perception in US society that Asian men are less masculine or sexually desirable.
It's either you see them being the weird goofball or you see them on some martial arts shit. You know what I mean? Nothing else. They're never the romantic lead. They're never the ones who are bagging the bad bitches. You know, they leave that to the black and the white dudes. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it is what it is. I was really thinking about it though, because, you know, it's one thing to, you know, watch things in media and be conditioned to view things in a certain way, but it's another thing to be brought up within a certain community, being raised by an Asian family, having an Asian father, maybe an Asian brother, being Asian and literally not wanting anything to do with an Asian man.
What's one race you laddies wouldn't date?
Asian.
Huh?
Oh. Wait, but aren't you like half Asian though? Yeah. But like why?
What?
I've never found an Asian guy attractive. And it's just preference.
Me too.
Like, I just never have.
Like I'm not like opposed to it, but it's just like it
Never.
just came up in my head like, oh, like it's kind of weird that I've like never been attracted to an Asian guy.
There are statistics that Asian men are more discriminated against in dating apps.
It is true.
And this is kind of proof.
Do you date Asian guys?
Not my preference, but my first boyfriend was half white, half Asian.
Your first boyfriend, but it's not your preference to date Asian men? Like, are you attracted to full Asian men?
This is so aggressive.
Into the mic. No, I'm sorry. Okay.
Maybe the right man, but like I said, not exactly my type.
We'll go around the table on this. Everyone's type. So, are you a race trader?
You two have been getting away with murder.
Race trader.
Are you a race trader?
Let's just say she's just like her mama. She's just like her mama.
Nasty bitch.
Imagine someone of your own race, your own country, your own blood, essentially, saying that they don't fuck with you because you are them, apparently. I don't know. This honestly just reminds me of what we in the black community like to refer to as Uncle Toms, right? Coons, essentially. Now, when I say coons, I'm not talking about this.
Holy smokes! Oh my God!
That is a coon, yes, we can agree it's a raccoon. No, I'm talking about someone more like this.
I'm giving up on women. It's pointless. These women out here are insane. Robert, the key to happiness is to eliminate all black women from your life. I mean, look at me. No black women in my life. Look how happy I am. I'm happy as a nigga with a new gun. I start each day by thanking the white man for the sunrise, for the land I walk on, for the air I breathe. I also apologize for niggas, but Lord knows they ain't gonna apologize for themselves.
You have to find the woman who makes you happy, Robert.
Well, black women don't want to be happy. They squeeze out about 7 or 8 of them little nappy-headed children by the time they 21. It's all downhill from there. Look at that. Oh, that woman's body over there, that's a temple. A black woman's body is a temple of doom. When was the last time you saw a black woman jogging, Robert? Ask yourself that question. And I ain't talking about them super steroided she-males in the Olympics that tuck their testicles up either.
This is a sick Negro. Straight coon veteran. You know, a coon CEO, leader of the coon pack. You know what I mean? Yeah, when we talk about coons, Uncle Toms, you know what I mean, people like that, in the black community, those are essentially people that stoop low, right? They're willing to throw black people under the bus in order to get approval from white folk, right? We don't hang around people like that. We don't like people like that. And essentially, people like that are just embarrassing. I think the same way when I see like a white woman, for example, who constantly trashes white dudes, you know, because she only dates black guys or Hispanic guys or whatever it may be. That ain't it. If any girl says they don't date a guy from their own race, to me, that's a red flag, because there is some internalized hate that you are projecting. Now, there's so many different lanes you can tackle to try to address the issue. Obviously, I don't think it's always been this way. I think prior to our generation, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't even know if I'm allowed to be talking about this, by the way. Shit, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my opinions based off what I see. But past our generation, there was once a time where Asians were respected, bro. You know, I think when Japan was having its boom, whenever that period was, yo, they used, if I don't remember anything wrong, yo, they used to be fucking Asian dudes. They used to be going crazy.
In the early days of silent film in Hollywood, Japanese actor Sesu Hayakawa became a huge star and one of Hollywood's first iconic sex symbols. So why was he also one of the last leading Asian men in the following decades? The Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882, which prohibited Chinese immigration into the US, represented an American fear of yellow peril. This was the idea that Asian immigrants posed a threat to an American way of life. As a result of these fears, Asian men in early cinema were villainized as dangerous threats, often to white women. Meanwhile, in real life, labor and immigration laws meant that Asian men had to take jobs that white men didn't want, such as laundering, cooking, and washing dishes, which were seen as women's work. This was later reflected in on-screen portrayals that dismissively portrayed Asian men in these kinds of roles. Meanwhile, this desexualized portrayal came in sharp contrast to the hypersexualized depiction of Asian women through the submissive, exotic lotus blossom trope. Asian men were often made out to be inferior choices or threats to Asian women, who were then available to be rescued by white men. Ultimately, it was this combination of the emasculated Asian man and the objectified lotus blossom that allowed for white male supremacy over both Asian men and women.
White girls used to fuck with him, black girls used to fuck with him, everybody used to fuck with him, but I don't know what happened after that, man. You know, unfortunately, I'm not the type of guy who does research or anything like that, so I may never know, but I ain't gonna lie, Asian men, y'all got y'all some Uncle Toms inside your camp. Y'all got y'all some coons. Y'all got a coon variant under y'all camp, man. The Auntie Lou's, you know what I'm saying? It's not all of them, but a good amount. People like to talk about it, you know, it's tough being a black guy, you know, and stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, to a degree, I guess, you know, there's some barriers to entering certain stuff and this and that, but I wouldn't want to trade who I am for anything else in the world. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stick it out through and through. You know what I mean? And I think if you're an Asian dude, you should do the same too, man. You should do the same too. Don't let all these other goofy motherfuckers, you know, try to rain on your parade or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, if anybody tries to do that, there is obviously a sense of insecurity coming from them that they're trying to project onto you. If there is a woman who is talking about, oh, she doesn't date Asian men for XYZ, well, stay away from them. You know what I mean? These aren't people you want to associate with anyway. Fuck them. Who are they? You know what I'm saying? Why does their opinion matter? But I will say, man, you know, y'all have it tough. You know, I can say as a black dude, dating, I don't really have it all that tough. In the Midwest, I do, to a degree, just due to the, you know, the lack of bad bitches mainly. But, you know, outside of that, not too much, but yeah, man, I don't know. I'm kind of rambling right now, but yeah, hey, shout out my Asian brothers though, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my man Timothy De La Ghetto, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Rice Gum, man. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out shoot. That's about it.